everyone. If you've been here before, welcome back. If it's your first time, my name is Ellen, and today we'll be moving through an upper body express fit. So it's going to be a really short, really intense, and hopefully really fun workout. So we're going to start today in a child's pose. So take the knees to the outer edges of the mat, bring the big toes to touch behind you, sit the hips back to the heels, arms fully extended forward, and drop the forehead to the floor. So just a moment to settle here, to close the eyes. Taking a moment for yourself just to disconnect from the day or the week you're having. And find a connection to your breath. Keep sinking the hips back towards the heels and keep lengthening the fingers up towards the top of the mat. As you are here, let's take one more breath in. And one more exhale out. Inhale, keep reaching the fingers as far forward as you can. And then exhale, walk both hands over towards the right hand side. Place the left hand on top of the right. Sink the hips back down towards the heels. And try and soften both shoulders and shoulders down to the ground. So creating all this. And imagine sending the breath there. Taking last breath in. Last breath out. Walking the hands back through center as you inhale, body and breath are long. And then exhale, walk the hands over towards the left hand side, place the right hand on top of the left. Evenly set both shoulders down, keep grounding the right hip down. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale. Walking the hands back through center as we breathe in. And then exhale, Japanese seat, walk the hands back up towards the knees and draw the knees close. We're going to interlace the hands behind the back. As you inhale, send the knuckles down to chase the ground behind you, squeeze the shoulder blades and lift the heart up. So just keeping the chin at neutral, starting to breathe across the front line of the body. Taking one more breath in. And then exhale, really soft release of the hands, try not fling them, and we land the hands at the top of the mat. Tuck the toes, float the knees, first downward facing dog. So because it's upper body today, just take a moment to lean into the right hand and then into the left. And just notice how the shoulders, how the upper body feels. And maybe creating a little bit more space in the lower back, the lumbar spine. Taking one more breath in as you are. And a big breath out. So we're going to move 3 times just through a high plank and a downward facing dog. So moving with the breath, inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists. Belly is engaged, press out of the ground, gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog, lead with the hips, send them up and back. 2 more like that. Inhale, high plank, draw the shoulders over the wrist, take the gaze between the thumbs. Exhale, downward facing dog, send the hips up and back. 1 more round, we breathe in. And exhale out. From here, drop the knees again and come back to sit. So we're going to get straight into it, our first exercise. You're going to start in a child's pose, the knees are wide, and you're going to tuck all 10 toes under. Extending the arms forward out in front of you and drop the forehead to the floor. From here, you're going to bring the shoulders over the wrists, supported chaturanga with the knees down. So you can float the feet up, draw the heels in towards the glutes, and then bring the body parallel to the mat, belly is engaged. In one piece, come back up, extend the arms, tuck the toes, float the knees, high plank. Bend the knees, set the hips back to come to the springing position, and you're going to jump the feet between the hands, land as lightly as you can. Try and set the tailbone down, so keeping the hips nice and low. You're going to jump back to that springing position, keep a bend in both knees as you land, and then drop the knees. Child's pose, toes are tucked. Coming back to that plank position, supported chaturanga, springing action. Land between the hands and land back in your downward facing dog. So we'll have 1 minute to first exercise, just warming up. So really be mindful at the pace at which you're moving. It doesn't have to be a rush. Cool, so let's start. Knees are wide, all 10 toes are tucked. Beginning in 3, 2, 1. Bring the shoulders over the wrists, float the feet, come parallel, press it back up, supported plank. Tuck the toes, float the knees. Bend the knees, springing position. How lightly can you land between the hands? Jump or step it back, down dog with a bend in the knees. Drop the knees, set the hips back. shoulders forward, support it, up to plank, spring it forward, and spring it back. So you really can move at whatever pace feels good in your body. It doesn't have to be with me. And as much as you can, try and listen to the body. We're just warming up. You guys are 30 seconds in, with 30 seconds to go. Hopefully feeling the shoulders starting to warm up, triceps as you press out of the ground. Keep using the hands in the mat for grip. You guys have 10 more seconds. Stay with me, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back to sit on the heels. And you can rest just for a moment. So we're gonna come to a supported plank position. So drop the forearms down towards the ground. You can either just create fists, or if you'd like, interlacing the hands out in front of you. So tucking the toes, lift the knees up off the ground, pull the belly in, and then press out of the forearms, out of the shoulder joints. You can extend the right arm forward and tap. Extend the left arm forward and tap. Right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat, high plank. Right hand, left shoulder, left hand, right shoulder. Leading opposite side, left forearm down, right forearm down, left arm forward, right arm forward. Left hand to mat, right hand to mat, left hand, right shoulder, right hand, left shoulder. So that's on left to right. So just make sure that you are leading up and down with the opposite arm. And then there's taps both up and down. Cool, so whenever you guys are ready, let's get started. You can interlace the hands or just create fists, starting in that low plank. We can begin in 3, 2, 1. So tap the right arm forward. Stay with me for the first one. Left arm forward. Right hand down and left hand down. Hand to opposite shoulder, hand to opposite shoulder. Left forearm down, right forearm down. Left hand forward, right hand forward. Left hand down, right hand down, left hand taps, and right hand taps. So you can move at your own pace. Hopefully you know where you're going now. Stay connected to the breath. And really just starting to connect to and feel that sense of strength in the upper body. So you're all strong. You're all more than capable. You can adjust these exercises however you see fit. But whatever you do, try not to stop moving. You're moving all together for this 1 minute. You guys have got 10 seconds left. Time flies when you're having fun. Still moving, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, drop the knees. Come back to that recovery seat. Cool, really good work. So our next exercise, we're gonna start in a gorilla position. So come to a tabletop. Spread fingers nice and wide so you have really good grip down in the mat. Tuck all 10 toes under, and then you're gonna suction the belly up towards the spine. Pick up the back of the body, and then hover the knees just above the mat. From here we come to what we call a half death roll. So you're gonna extend the right leg under the left, pivot on the left foot, reach the right leg out towards the left side, and send the left arm up towards the ceiling. Coming back to that gorilla shape, left hand down, pivot on the left toes, step the right leg back. Option to step out or jump out, high plank. Right hand stays down, pivot on inside and outside of the feet. Left arm up, side plank. If you need to, drop the knee. Back to plank position, step or jump it in. Left under right, sweep the right arm up. Gorilla, step or jump it out. Side plank. And we repeat. Okay, we'll move through the first feet together. Again, it's only 1 minute, and then you guys are done with this exercise. So when you're ready, meet me in a tabletop. Really get a nice stance, the shoulders over wrist, knees under hips, press out of the ground first, suction the belly in, and hover the knees just above the mat. So we begin in 3, 2, 1. Extend the right leg under the left, send the left arm up, keep it bent in the left leg. All you're gonna do is pivot back to that gorilla shape, jump or step it out, plank. Supported side plank or side plank left arm up, high plank position. Step or jump the knees in, hover, left under right, sweep the right arm up. Back to that gorilla shape. You're doing well, back out, high plank. Side plank, left hand down, right arm up. High plank position. Jump or step it in. So just keep moving. If you need any more guidance, just look up and move with me. Remembering it's only 1 minute, you guys are halfway already. And then you're gonna take another repeater. Keep the momentum. Stay with me, you guys have come this far. If you've come this far, you can make it all the way to the end. Still going. 10 seconds to go. Good, last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the knees, come back to sit. Little shake out of the arms. Cool, you guys are nearly there. I think we're about halfway. So we're gonna start this one at the tops of our mats. Feet about as wide as the mat, toes turn out, heels turn in. So you're gonna squat the hips down parallel to the floor, drop the hands down to the mat. I'll give you option 1, you're gonna step 1 foot back and then the other, land with a bend in both knees. Come forward to a high plank position, extend the right leg under the left leg, as if you were coming to a fallen star, but keep both hands grounded. Stay here. Step it back to plank position, bend, create that springing action, step, step, and stand it up. Option 2, a little bit more advanced. Bend the knees, bring hamstrings parallel, hands to the mat. Jump it back, really important that you land with a bend in the knees. So supporting the joints. Come forward to a high plank position, shoot left leg under the right. Chaturanga with that shape in the legs. Back to plank, create a spring, and then land as softly as you can, and stand it up. 1 minute only. We're all in this together. When you're ready, come to the top of your mat. So beginning in 3, 2, 1. Sit the hips down parallel, hands to the floor. Your choice. Make your way back, down dog, knees bent. High plank position, right leg under the left. If you'd like to, chaturanga. Back to that springing action. Step or jump it forward, stand it up. Down dog, bend the knees. Shoot forward plank. Fallen star, both hands down. Yogi's choice, chaturanga. Bend the knees, float it forward, stand it up. Keep moving. So really important that that float forward is as light as you can make it. So you'll feel that that really starts to work the upper body. So that's part of creating strength for a lot of our arm balances, a lot of our inversions. Still moving with me. 10 seconds to go. Definitely one of the harder exercises for today. Keep moving. Last 5, 4, 3, right to the end, 2, and 1. Good. Drop the knees and come back to sit. Really, really good effort. Cool. So last exercise, I'll give you guys a 30-second break or so, and then we'll run through our challenge before we end. So for this one, we're gonna come back to that gorilla shape. So framing the body, tuck the toes, float the knees, pull the belly up. From here, keeping the hands grounded, you're gonna drop both forearms down to the ground. So keeping the hips nice and low, re-extend both arms, step out, high plank. Step or jump it in, both forearms to the ground, extend, step or jump it out. If this feels like too much in your body, you can drop one forearm and then the other, extend one and then the other. Also an option, drop the knees. And just work it like that, step it out. Okay, really just modify for a way that suits your body or even just suits your practice for today. Every day we're in a different body. Cool, 1 minute of this, and then you guys will get a 30-second rest. So come to that gorilla shape, press out of the ground, really strong in the hands, strong in the shoulders. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Really important that the hands stay grounded. Drop the forearms, re-extend. Step or jump it out, plank, core is engaged. Step or jump it in, knees hover. Both forearms down, re-extend. Step or jump it out. This one's really intense because the shoulders don't really get a rest in any way. So really intense on the upper body, this one. Let's start to connect maybe to that mental strength more than physical strength. So this is more of a mental challenge. But telling yourself you can make it through. If you feel like you can't, just try one more. So just one more rep. See how I feel after one more rep. Maybe there's a second. 10 seconds to go. That went really quickly. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Drop the knees. Let's come back to sit on the heels. Drop the forehead to the floor. And just come to embryo for a moment. So arms beside the body, palms face up. And we just allow the shoulder blades to draw away from the spine. So letting gravity do all the work here in our rest. And just a moment to catch your breath. And to soften the shoulders before our last little exercise, our last challenge. Taking last breath as you are. Good, and then you can come back up to sit, Japanese seat. So last bit of the day, I'm gonna have to talk for a little while. There's gonna be 2 options. It's a little bit complicated, and there's gonna be 2 exercises. Okay, so just really taking note of which works for you. So starting in a downward facing dog. Option 1, beginner option. I say beginner, they're all hard. So come to a high plank position, drop the knees, supported chaturanga. So remembering that this isn't knees, chest, chin. This is body moving in one piece, belly's engaged. Keeping the hands down, drop both forearms down behind you, tuck the toes, float the knees, dolphin. From dolphin, extend one arm and then the other. I'll repeat. Come back to plank. Drop the knees, supported chaturanga move in one piece. Hands stay down. Drop the forearms, dolphin. Extend opposite arm, and then the other. Option 2, advanced variation, high plank. Chaturanga, hands stay down. Dolphin, no knees. Down dog, both arms lift. Last time, plank, chaturanga, dolphin, that's really hard, and down dog. Okay. So that's going to be our first exercise. You're going to move through that for 30 seconds. When I say change, we're going to move straight into the second, which is just that in reverse. So first option, beginner option from your down dog. Drop the forearms, so one, and then the other. So we're doing this in reverse. So here you're going to drop the knees, keep the hands down, lift both elbows, supported chaturanga. Press up, plank, down dog. I'll do that one more time. One forearm and then the other. Drop the knees, hands stay down, float the elbows, supported chaturanga, and plank. Advanced option, dropping both forearms at the same time. No knees, keep the hands down, float both elbows at the same time, and press forward. Plank, and down dog. Okay, I'll be doing the advanced variation, but if you can, we'll try and move at a similar pace so I can talk everyone through it. So 30 seconds per exercise and then we are done. Starting in down dog. Give yourself a big breath in. Big breath out. Good, you've got this. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. High plank position. Chaturanga if you need to, use the knees. Dolphin, knees are still down if you need it. Downward facing dog, extend both arms. High plank. Chaturanga if you need to, use the knees. Dolphin, float the knees. Downward facing dog if you need, it's one arm and then the other. Chaturanga. Dolphin. Downward facing dog. 10 seconds on this. Chaturanga. Dolphin. Downward facing dog. Last 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Reverse. So straight from your down dog to your dolphin. Chaturanga. High plank. This one's harder. Down dog. Dolphin, drop the knees if you need to. Chaturanga. Plank, float the knees. Down dog. Dolphin. Chaturanga. High plank. Downward facing dog. Still moving. You guys are nearly there. Dolphin, 10 seconds. Chaturanga. Plank. Down dog. Last 5. Keep staying with me. Chaturanga. 4. Plank. 3. Down dog. 2. And 1. Drop the knees. Good. Come back to that embryo shape. So give the shoulders a little bit of rest, a little bit of loving. It feels good. Rock the hips side to side. That rocking Sensation can be really soothing in the body, really soothing to the nervous system. Good, and then take as much time as you need here. And when you're ready, meet me back up, Japanese seat. So we're just going to go through 1 or 2 stretches now for the upper body. So staying in this Japanese seat, if you have any issues with the knee, this standard seated position. Sweep the arms out wide, inhale. Exhale, eagle the arms, right arm over, left arm under. Palms back around to touch. If you can't meet the palms, bring the backs of the hands together. Draw the elbows up to shoulder height. Send the hands away from the face, and then drop the chin down towards the chest. So imagine sending the forearms away from the shoulders. And you start to breathe all this space, all this new life between the shoulder blades. Keep breathing with intention. Last breath in. Last exhale out. On an inhale, lift the chin. Sweep the arms out wide, palms face forward. As you exhale, change sides, left arm over, right arm under, palms back around to touch. Inhale, elbows up, shoulder height. Exhale, send the hands away from the face. Drop the chin to the chest. So as much as we're resting, we're still really active here. So an awareness of the body in space, awareness of sensations in the body, and a strong awareness of the breath. Taking last breath in, last breath out. Inhale to lift the chin. Exhale, soft release. And you're going to interlace the hands behind the back. Inhale to chase the ground behind you. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the heart. Exhale, soft bend in both elbows. Bring both hands across towards the right hip. So sending the right elbow out wide. Take an inhale, head through center. And then exhale, dropping right ear, right shoulder. And just starting to breathe into the left side of the neck. Maybe even into left trap, front of the shoulder. And just noticing wherever you feel this in the body. And then just imagining sending the breath to those spaces, those places. Coming back through center as you inhale, draw the chin through center, send the knuckles back behind you, create space again. And then exhale, we change over other side. Send the left elbow out wide. Inhale, head through center. Exhale, left ear, left shoulder. Last breath as you are. Good. Inhale, chin and knuckles come back through center. And then exhale. And we're going to place the palms just gently on the thighs. So you can come to rest now. Bring the eyes to close if they're not already. And we're literally just taking a moment just to pause, to reflect on and to give thanks for this really strong body that got us through this practice together. And an equally strong mind that never allowed us to give up. You really showed up today, you really gave it your best, you gave it your all. So no matter what that looked like, offering up thanks right now. Let's take our last collective breath in. Find joy in the exhale out. Hands to heart center, open the eyes. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope to see you here again soon. Namaste.